3.16. 1.
We met when I was studying at Oxford. I was acting in a French play by Jean Anouilh called Antigone. I was actually studying French, the language and literature, and I was in a college drama group, and they gave me a small part in the play. I think they gave it to me because my French was good, but not because I was especially good at acting. Anyway, Antoine, my husband, he is French, and he had always liked acting, although he was actually studying politics. Well, he had the part of King Créon, one of the important roles. There was this scene where we were acting together, and I suppose it all started there.
2.
I had a job in Krakow in Poland, teaching English. Melissa was one of the other teachers at the school. As soon as I saw her, I knew I wanted to get to know her better, but she didn't seem very interested. One night, I went to a bar where I often used to go with students, and she was there with some friends. She was very upset because she thought she'd lost her purse, and she had quite a lot of money in it. Suddenly I saw the purse under a chair in the corner, and I think that was the first time Melissa really noticed me. She bought me a drink, and, as they say, the rest is history. I had intended to try to learn Polish when I was there, but I didn't learn much because I spent all my time with Melissa. But we called our first daughter Kasia, which is a Polish name in honour of the country where we met.
3.
Pete and I were both single, and we used to go to bars and clubs together on Saturday night. But then he started going out with a girl who he had met at work. After a few weeks, he said to me, "Why don't you come out with us on Saturday? My girlfriend is going to bring one of her friends." To be honest, I wasn't all that enthusiastic about the idea. I'd never been on a blind date before, and I just couldn't imagine it would be a success. On the evening of the date, I was feeling very pessimistic and I nearly cancelled. Pete and I had arranged to meet the girls in a bar. We got to the bar early, and I remember my friend saying, "Here they are now." I looked towards the door and I thought, well, I really hope the girl on the right is my date. Fortunately, she was. The evening went really well, and 2 years later we got married. Pete and his girlfriend got married too, and we're still good friends. We usually meet for dinner about once a month.
4.
I was born in Egypt to an Italian father and French mother, but we came to live in London in the early 60s when I was 20. I got a job in a bank, but I didn't have many friends. In those days, it used to be quite difficult to meet people if you were a foreigner. One evening, I went to a dance at a restaurant, and I saw this gorgeous 18-year-old girl get up from her table and start dancing. I thought I had nothing to lose, and I wrote her a note saying that I was standing by the window, and if she would agree to come out with me, could she please smile at me? I then left the note on her chair. When the music stopped, she went back to her chair, read the note, and smiled at me. That was how it all started. When we decided to get married, at first her mother was totally against the idea. Mainly because I was a foreigner, and also I was 11 years older than Leslie. But little by little, she got to like me, and in the end she treated me like a son.